These are games that I at least didn't refund, and I don't buy many games. I'm not a wealthy gamer at all. In fact, I make technically less than minimum wage. It's really only thanks to you guys, the support you guys give me, that I'm able to even continue doing this and eke out the little amount of reviews that I can. I hope they're good enough for you guys, truly. But anyways, here's 5 reviews, 5 games that I really enjoyed this year, that I spent money on, that I don't regret buying, that I want to continue playing, obviously, and see where they go in the future. All of them have expected updates, an expected lifespan that will take my dollar and make it go even further, and hopefully yours too if you decide to jump on the bandwagon for some of these games. But yeah, anyways, here's my favorite games that I bought this year. Ordering supply drop. I'm pickaxing them, dude. I'm axing them, man. I need backup. I need backups, dudes. Eep. Alright, so the first game I want to talk about is a game called Deep Rock Galactic. Now, this is a title that is very similar to Left 4 Dead, and I guess if you kind of halfway mixed it with Minecraft. Now, it's got a couple of different progression systems in the game that they're constantly expanding upon, seemingly. It is early access. But whenever I was playing it, it was rather simplistic. Well, it didn't have that much content. However, they just jumped in a bunch of guns into the title. But anyways, Deep Rock Galactic, it has this really interesting pseudo-low poly art style, and it has this, oh my god, amazing retro-inspired kind of synth-wavy soundtrack. And I don't know, if you were a fan growing up of like movies like Alien and especially like Starship Trooper, things like that, I think you're gonna really appreciate this game as well. It's definitely got that retro vibe thrown in there, but you know, it's taken the Left 4 Dead formula and I think evolving it to an extent, or at least it's putting it in caves that you can chip away Minecraft style. I appreciate it. It's definitely a very grindy looter shooter, I think, if you want to dare call it that. A lot of you guys would better appreciate Vermintide 2, which is on sale, by the way, right now. But I think in time, a lot of you guys are gonna fall in love with Deep Rock Galactic, just like I have. I'm a little bit freaking out, man. Oh, he's over here. Wrecked him. All right, number 4 on the list is Hunt Showdown. And I have to say, I love playing this game to relax. And that's why you don't see it on streams normally or on YouTube videos, because this is a game I play off of that. This isn't work, this is just love. Now, actually, I did buy this game for work, and I did a first impression on that initially, and then I refunded the game because, ew, it didn't run that great. But eventually, there was a big patch, they had a big sale, and then people, just like me, was like, hey, you know what, this was a novel idea, a PvEVP horror monster battle royale that focuses on co-op gameplay? Sure, let's try it out again. And thankfully, Crytek has been delivering ever since. The updates have been swell, the game is running better than ever, and I just want to say I love playing this game because the world around you, it eeks and creaks, and the sound design, the graphics, the immersion that I feel, especially being horror-themed with monsters as the focus. Oh, those monster designs are so good as well. So as somebody who loves, you know, Godzilla, a good old horror monster movie, etc., you know, the original Aliens, things like that, I do enjoy the setting. It's not just zombies, they're proper like demonic monsters, and they're very uniquely mechanically designed that definitely all plays in with the sound, the graphical styling, and the battle royale. Because if you ever play battle royale, you know that hiding and seeking and the sound and, you know, moving in the foliage and then in the shadows all runs together. So why not make a BR game that's specifically designed around that? Oh, I could go on and on about Hunt Showdown, and you know what, maybe I should jump back on streaming and making content for this, because god, I really could talk about it forever. I didn't just miss there. Gotta put it up his butthole. Ooh! It's not lewd. It's rude. Alright guys, next up, Monster Hunter World halfway on the list. Now it's only halfway because I bought it on PS4 and I don't want to keep paying for PlayStation Plus, and I feel like Monster Hunter is kind of a game that's really comes to life when it's co-op, so I'm gonna rebuy it here for the winter sale, and I'm gonna give away or sell my PS4 copy because I hate paying for online for consoles, even though I have to for Nintendo Switch now. But anyways, so I didn't play it as much as I'd like to, but from what I did play, it was so good. Truth be told, I gotta still finish Bloodborne, but anyways, I still acknowledge how great this game was. I still put in a lot of hours with it, especially in the beta. Oh my god, I played so much of the beta, replayed it over and over, but yes, on my PS4, it did get some time. I just haven't fully completed it. I haven't put in as much hours as I'd like to, but it's still gonna make the list. Absolutely, because I'm a fan, again, of monsters, hunting those monsters, and I don't know if it gets any better than this. There's some other genres, there's some weird twists and turns, but in terms of just you versus one big-ass monster, man, Monster Hunter does it real good. Like, I even really appreciate the ranged combat in this game. So yeah, I like the amount of variety in the different world settings, the levels, the monster designs, and of course the weapons are so in-depth. I did entire streams just covering different weapons, so yeah, there's a lot going on with Monster Hunter. The hype is not over-fluffed or anything like that. It's not candyified. Monster Hunter deserves all of its acclaim, and remember, they're still adding on monsters, they're still updating the game, and there's no ridiculous monetization. It's just flat price, get in, unless you're on consoles, then you gotta pay for online, but you just get in, and you just jam. And it's a game that people are putting in a lot of freaking hours into, and can't wait to catch up to them.
Are we both doing our ability here? Gotta win.
All right, number 2 is Soul Calibur 6. This is a game that I was really ready to refund if anything went wrong with it. I'm very picky when it comes to competitive games because of the learning curve, how much time and effort you have to put into the game before you get anything back. But since I did play Soul Calibur 2, I played a little bit of 3, I felt a little bit more comfortable going into this game. I played the beta, you guys watched me stream it. It was a lot of fun, sure, but I was still ready. I was just going to shit on the game, I was going to dump it. I didn't even do a full review because I was kind of scared of the backlash I would get, because the game is kind of polarizing. It's got really good core gameplay, just solid, runs great. PC player, yes, absolutely, I'm having so much fun. Nightmare is my main. Think what you will of that. I love me some Yoshimitsu too, but anyways, the whole cast is inviting, to be honest, when normally I'm somebody who just sticks with one character. Regardless, Soul Calibur 6, I have to say, coming from as like a Soul Calibur 2 champion, yeah, this is amazing. Soul Calibur 6 is great, but a lot of the fluff stuff that you see bullet pointed on like IGN reviews or some of the bigger reviews on websites, it's actually kind of bad. Like the customization's bad, it's not good. You see a lot of videos making fun of it. They make fun of it, not with it. The story's kind of weird and wonky. It exists, but the challenge mode, the challenge is kind of there. Anyways, Soul Calibur 6 isn't a fantastic learning tool. Not many fighting games are, but there's just a lot they could have done to help new players get in. Luckily, I do have that schema with Soul Calibur to be able to jump through and kind of have that momentum. So yeah, I've been learning the game. It's very deep. It's very complex. It's not quite a game you just pop into button mash like you might see some other games titles. It's no Smash Bros, that's for sure. But in terms of like, if you want a game like this, your only options are either going Tekken or For Honor, and when it comes to weapon fighters, like Soul Calibur is just a league of its own. So yeah, this is the game that we asked for. They didn't give us more, but like, for me, that's good enough. Can't say it's for everybody, and the population on PC is much lower than I thought it would be, but still, a great game that I can't stop spamming it.
He just killed himself. The bot just killed himself.
Alright, so the channel has been erring on the side of fighting and PvP. I started talking a lot of like PvP RPGs, talking about like Magic Royales, Battle Royales. I've been just doing a lot of like competitive gaming lately. Well, actually, I've always been like that. It's just my channel focused on PvE content first and doing MMO lists, but half of all that is PvP content. I should start showing that off more, and that's definitely what I've been doing with Smash Bros. Ultimate. I've actually played it significantly more offline so far because I've been trying to learn the ropes, because imagine that, competitive games, like I said with Soul Calibur, they got a learning curve, and I've never played a Smash Bros. Game. Now, if this sort of learning curve hit me with Soul Calibur, I would have refunded it, I wouldn't have pursued it. But Smash Bros, look, I've never experienced this kind of feeling, or at least not in a very long time, where you're just so over your head, like the first time you ever played Quake, or the first time you ever played a MOBA. This is the experience I'm having with this silly fun party game, which it is. It's a fun game to play as parties, and I think it meshes perfectly well when it comes to casual gaming and competitive. So that way, I was able to kind of blend into it, more easier, more friendly, especially because the Spirits mode, which is kind of like the pseudo RPG thing with leveling, but whatever. Basically, when it just comes to the core gameplay, what can I say is that Smash Bros. Ultimate, I wanted to play it as a competitive game. I wanted that challenge. I wanted a mountain to climb. It was a mountain. This was an Everest of a game to pursue up the ladders, but I'm getting a lot better. I'm playing a lot of Ridley. I'm trying to get good with the Inklings and Crom and some of the higher tier, faster characters, but no, I'm really enjoying fucking Ridley, dude. That's some really cool stuff. And Peach is surprisingly very complex as well. And I'm just really diving into all the different characters, which this game has the widest, wealthiest cast of characters that I've ever seen. And that's, including MOBAs, really, like League of Legends and Smash Bros. Holy crap, dude, the differentiation is insane. I really appreciate it, and it's definitely far less niche than Soul Calibur, which is why, even though it's the newest game, guys, I've seriously been playing this game like every single moment of free time that I've had. I know you haven't seen me stream it too much, but that's gonna change very quickly. I will be probably streaming all of these games more frequently, but Smash Bros. Ultimate has become like my go-to game. If I'm taking a dump, if I'm in the bath, if I'm anywhere, because it is on the Switch. So because of that, because it can be played casually, silly-like, with the story mode, with friends as a party, or, take it seriously and competitively. And oh my god, I can't even mention the hours that I've spent looking up guides, watching streams, watching other YouTubers talk about it. Zero is an amazing YouTuber. But anyways, guys, there's so much to talk about for Smash Bros. Ultimate that I could say as a review, but I'm just saying, as a complete newcomer, this is the game that is, and even though it's the most newest game on the list, oh boy, I've actually played it the most amount of hours. That's saying something. It hasn't even been a month since it released, guys. This game has kind of taken my life. And that's it, those are my 5. And it might be surprising because these are the 5 games that I spent the most amount of time in. Smash Bros was $100, not counting me buying a Switch just for it. You know, I bought these games new so that I could stream them and cover them, but yeah, you haven't really seen that, and I'm sorry. I definitely will get on that, and I will continue to play these games as side attractions to playing new games. Absolutely, I know that's the focus of my channel, but hopefully you guys do appreciate and beg for me to play games that are more in line with my true, absolute passion. So I am passionate about these games, these type of games. I want to show more of them off. So if you guys would please watch that and share that,